Alright, hello everybody, this is beau-hindman for massively.com. I am going to be streaming a little Uncharted Waters Online, which, if you're not familiar with, is a free-to-play game brought to you by Netmarble, I believe. I'm going to adjust a few things here because I'm trying to get this music. I couldn't turn it down earlier. It's always the music. Let's see. Let's turn that just off. Turn the sound effects down. There we go. Alright, so it is a game brought to you by Netmarble, I believe. There's some other stuff. I'll have it in the article if you're checking that out. Right, if you're watching this right now in my article, then all the information will be there. But essentially, it's kind of, think of a free-to-play kind of Eve, Pirates of the Burning Sea type thing. Let's see here, Control-Alt-N, boop. And that's this game. I've got the graphics, I believe, turned up pretty much, but I might need to change them a little bit more because, let's see. No, everything looks good. Okay. It's not the best looking game in the world, but I'm gonna just kind of go through some basic stuff. If you hear any screaming superhero action, my wife is playing DCUO right now in the background. It's a fantastic, fun game. So if you hear any villainous talk, first thing I'd like to notice, or like you to notice, is some of the weirdnesses in the game. You have a school chat, which allows you to chat with your school of, like, for example, I'm an explorer, I believe. Let's see here. I'm an adventurer. I'm sorry, and my adventurer school chat, every time I log in, it's full. So I have no way, most of the time, of talking to my fellow adventurer school members. It's just kind of weird that your chat would be full. I mean, I don't really get that. If you have a server with people on it, couldn't you, accommodate those people in the chat? But whatever. Also, another thing is, I don't know if you can see my little cursor here, but generally, if you want to right-click and move your camera around in games, and this is one of my pet peeves in a lot of import games, a lot of foreign games do this, and a few games from our shores as well. But you have the point to click, or the click to move, which is fantastic. What's kind of neat is if you're clicking over here, for example, you click right-click and it automatically turns the camera. I don't know why they just don't have with your click to move. A typical camera operation, like, see, you can actually do WASD movement like this. So I'm actually doing WASD, which is fine, but I don't know why they don't allow that with click to move. It's just these little things. But as you notice, as I rotate my camera, the cursor will actually scoot. In most MMOs, at least Western MMOs, you're going to find that when you right-click to turn the camera, your cursor will actually disappear and sticky wherever it was last. So let's say if I put the cursor on his face and I right-clicked and started to move the camera, my cursor should disappear, and then when I let it go, it should reappear right where it was. Instead, in this game, it goes to the edge of the screen and then stops. So you have to go back and track and grab. I don't know what Iris Online does this. Quite a few MMOs do this now. I don't know what it is. I don't know who in the world thought that it was a good design decision to have that, and why it's done that way. Why not just make the cursor sticky? It's one of my pet peeves. It just drives me crazy. It's not as common as I'm making it sound, but it just drives me insane. Anyway, so what I'm doing right now, for example, I'm an adventurer. I went ahead and got out of the tutorial zone because the tutorial zone in this game is about 484 years long. It takes you forever to get out of it, but it does teach you a lot of important stuff that you need to know. So if you're going to play the game, there's no real option in skipping it. So sorry, I'm getting a little drink of Wawa. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm in the middle of a mission that I accepted where I had to go to Amsterdam, and I'll show you the map. I forgot why. I'll check my mission. I start out in London. London is the major city I'm from, and as you can see in the map, you can see the cities around you. The map is really basic. It's easy to get lost. As you discover towns and stuff, they might add to your map. I'm not real sure, but it's really easy to get lost, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, really, most people don't tolerate it. And it used to be back in the day when a game provided you with no in-game map or whatever, you accepted as kind of this immersive experience or whatever, and you just went on about your life, and you just learned how to get around. Nowadays, the audience does not have the patience for that, and sure enough, there's a full map already online that you can get to, so you don't even need to use this in-game map. It's just kind of, I like to use it, and I don't really like the online map. I had to use it the other day, though, because I had no idea where I was going, and my crew was fighting and stuff like that. And then you can pop on the school, the local map, and you can see everything with labels. So I don't really understand. In other words, if you're trying to do kind of this realistic thing, why? But one map is really usable, like the local map, but the international map is completely useless. I don't really understand what they're trying to kind of do there. Again, strange design decisions that make probably no sense at all. But other than that, the game is, besides its looks, its graphics are kind of rough and old looking. It's really a fantastic game. The advantage of having older graphics, or not non-state-of-the-art graphics, is that it'll run on anything. I run it on my laptop, and I can snuggie up in bed, with my Allied Snuggie, and I can get a cup of hot cocoa or something like that, and I can pull this game up and play for 2 or 3 hours while just chilling in the bed. It really works well on any device, and for those system requirements, I think it looks pretty darn good. But the charm of this game is it's just got a ton of cool things to do. It's a really in-depth game. So I started out and I chose to make an adventurer. Now, an adventurer is somebody that is going to do a lot of exploring and stuff. And this is going to be hard to explain in the period of 30 minutes or so, but essentially, your job is to go find things. I don't know if you do treasure hunting and stuff, but you find creatures in the sea. Like I discovered some sea lions the other day. I think yesterday when I was playing. You also are maybe one of your first missions is to be sent to I can't remember where it was. Some church in one of these towns, and you go to the church and then you do a search. You find out there's something in the area. And then you do a deeper search, and I actually found Marco Polo's diary or something like that. So you literally can level in this game and play in this game with no combat. You can explore, you can make all your, do all the cool exploration stuff. You can be a trader and just be it's a lot like if you've ever played EVE Online or other sandboxy type of games. It's just like that, except that you're more limited in skills. You can't just choose from everything. You do have like a class. There's a ton of stuff on here. I have no idea what it even is. I'm not really sure what all this. Anyway, so my quest right now, the last one I got is he said, hey man, go up to, let's see what it says. For some years back, skilled woolen cloth craftsmen have been moving to Amsterdam in large numbers for some reason. I want you to find out why they are gathering there. For details, go to the Master Ducat's mansion and ask him. So my quest giver dude at my school said, hey man, go up to Amsterdam and check with this Master Ducat in Amsterdam to find out why these master cloth maker people are going to Amsterdam. So I'm looking on the local map, see if I can find the Ducat mansion here. And this is the weird thing. Sometimes you're not going to find it. Becker, Erasmus, Shipyard, Doorkeeper, Port, Fountain, Tavern, Port. See, this is where it gets a little weird. You're looking and you're like, I'm supposed to go to the Ducat Mansion. I'm just going to go to this Doorkeeper and see what it is. This game does have quite a few weird little things that are non-explained. Like, I'll give you an example. For example, in my skills, I'll show you here in the Adventure tab, right as I'm hovering over right there, it's a skill called Observe, right? It's a little magnifying glass. Okay, it says that status, I don't even read that, but it says status not acquired. So Observe is kind of like a search ability. You go onto the sea or whatever and you search. Now, I have the search ability, but it branches off into these more, I guess, specific abilities, one of them being Observe. Observe I have not acquired. Now, if I go to the Skill Master person to learn Observe, you click on Observe to learn it, he says you've already acquired this skill. Then when I went out into sea, the mission told me go out to sea and use the Observe skill to find sea lions, essentially. I couldn't use the observe skill, but I could use a fishnet or a search skill. So it had all these other things in place that I could use, but it never told me. Let's see what's in here, by the way. So the weird thing about that stuff is that it's like, oh, he's not. See, like right here, is this a social visit? So I click visit on him. There is nowhere to visit, it says. Okay, well, then why are you here and why did you let me click on you? I think they're bugs. I think they're probably just unexplained type of things. Let me go to the governor's mansion. Maybe that's Duckett's mansion. But it gets to be a little bit frustrating because there's some fantastic gameplay. There's a lot of details. Now, a lot of people, of course, will say, "Oh, that's a learning curve." And no, hiding information from your players. Let me recap. This is one of my ultra rules of design. Hiding information from your players is not a learning, or is not a learning curve. It's simply hiding information from your players. You can make it accessible and still make it difficult or challenging to learn. Let's see what he says. Check in. This is Duckett's mansion. I gotta find a guy named Duckett, I guess. Yes. Is this? Imperial Guard, Rubens. Let me read the quest again. Go to Amsterdam, which I'm in. These are the progresses here. For details, go to Master Duckett's mansion and ask him. Could it have been? Could that have? What I was supposed to have maybe go to Duckett's in London, where I came from? I think I've got the sound effects a little too low. Let me just turn them back up here a bit so you can hear all the little clicks and stuff. Because I don't even see a Duckett's mansion. So what I'm going to do, because you need to see this anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sell back. There's Doorkeeper Company, Meteor Man, that's not it. Frederick Estate, School Doorkeeper, Erasmus Estate, Shipyard. Yeah, let's go ahead and go back, and I'm going to sell out of here. See if I can figure that out. Do. See, this is a little bit frustrating. If I'm talking to an NPC and it's going to give me notes on where this NPC is supposed to be, why can't it just give me either correct information or detailed information? I mean, after all, I just talked to the NPC, he gave me a story. And it's like, it's just frustrating. Let's see. Of course, I can't even join my school chat either and ask them, because it's full. Okay, so I'm going to go to the harbor, get in my ship, sail back to London, which is not too far, I don't believe, to sea. Yeah, it's a little ways, but it'll show you some of the weather and stuff too. You can get stuck in storms. I believe like an actual storm will come and swoop you up, and the waves are huge and all that good stuff. So set sail, yes. So I'm going to the port, and in the port is where you need to prepare your. This is where it's different than a lot of games, except it's different than Eve. It's probably I'm trying to remember if it's similar in Pirates of the Burning Sea. You go to provisions, you make sure you have enough. Like I always click on a little extra if I can. A little food. 24 days worth. That's not bad at all. So now we're going to set sail. You look at your ship, you say, yeah, that's right, everything's good. The weather is sunny. Now, as I sail, you're going to see the daytime is going to pass really quick. That's because the days past to represent the days going by on your journey. Okay, so I need to go up and around. So let's just follow those guys, shall we? Again, the map is a little bit funky. I like how they do it. I appreciate what they're doing. But it's a little bit confusing why they decide to do some things one way and other things another. It's just like I don't really get it. But when you hear that beep sound, that means I'm auto-selling, which means I believe that I've kind of hit my peak speed, and my crew will keep me at it. Up here in the left-hand corner, you'll see my food, my water. I have 56 days worth of water, 24 days of food, materials, and ammunition. So I'm going to sail around the corner here. That town over there is Den Helder. It's right there on that corner, so I'm going to sail around this corner and head back west. Sometimes you'll get attacked by pirates or by NPCs. I'm not sure how the PvP works exactly yet. So you see, it's a good looking game. I mean, it runs real nice. Now I am running it in a window right now, so it's going to look a little different possibly, but other than that, it's a good looking game. So once I get around the corner, I think I need to start sailing up there. One way you got to do is you got to turn your compass to the north. Like right now I'm looking north. I'm going to go northeast. I'm sorry, northwest. Once in a while you'll see animals and stuff swim by you. You can discover them, you can collect them. That furious clicking is my wife playing DCUO. That's pretty much what that game is. Oh, I think this is London. Oh, what happened? I think it hit a server line. Yeah. So up here, and you just double click to move. You can also turn by hit. See the seagulls by my ship. Kind of cool. You can see that going around my ship there. I customize my sail. That's just a basic sail, but you can... I've seen people paint their sails in different ways. Oh, there's a pirate ship. I wonder if it'll get me. I definitely do not have a fighting ship, so I don't want to necessarily get in a tangle with somebody. So right now I've been at sea 3 days. Seeing the days will pass by fast. It'll get nighttime, daytime to represent your sailing, and that's why you've got to be aware of how many supplies you have and stuff. So it's a pretty neat simulation type game too. Got to watch your wind speeds, all that good stuff. Why am I slowing so much? Am I going against the wind now? Ah! I forgot how to tell. See how slow I'm going all of a sudden? Oh, somebody's firing. I'm speeding up a little bit. Anyway, that's London ahead. Chat room says the screen is all black right now. I think it'll clear up because you came in right as I was crossing the zone. Chat room? Yeah, they should be London here. If it doesn't clear up out of the all black chat room, let me know, but that should have just been when I was crossing the server, it turned black. Okay, so we're hitting London. Let's get to the harbor. This will be frustrating if I can't find. So I'm looking for Duckett's Mansion. See, they have, you know, gold spam in the game, which drives me insane anytime you have gold spam, because you could just set a GM into your chat and just, you know, block that stuff. That is so frustrating. Okay, let me add this person to this blocker here. DFGWEF. There, that's silly. Okay, so now we're looking for Duckett's Mansion. There's a company house. Yeah, so it turns out I wasn't even supposed to go to Amsterdam yet. I need to talk to Duckett. Let's go to Duckett's house here. The game I'm playing right now, by the way, chat room, is called Uncharted Waters Online. It's a game by Netmarble. Just Google Uncharted Waters Online. And it's a free-to-play. It's a really interesting kind of Eve Pirates of the Burning Sea, but it's got some really cool. It looks kind of primitive, I know that, but there's some really nice parts to it. You have to learn languages to trade with certain people. You have to do all these different kinds of things. But it does have some bugs and weirdnesses that I'm just not really enjoying, so. Oops. Yeah, it's definitely got a... In fact, this is based on an old NES game. That's what I've heard. I'm not a big... Back when the NES and all those systems were being played, I was kind of busy doing other things, like being a hoodlum. Okay. So here is Duckett. Lionel Richie Duckett. Let's talk to him. Thanks for coming. I want to gather some skilled craftsmen because poor quality goods will ruin this town. First, try the marketplace in Amsterdam. The masters there will understand the craftsman's situation. So there you go. That was updating the quest. Now I need to go to Amsterdam. Here we go. I like the... this is a free-to-play title, by the way, chat room. Let's see. So now I need to head back to my boat, head up to Amsterdam. I'm just kind of running basic missions right now. I'm probably going to concentrate on trade and adventuring, exploring more than I am combat. I'm just not... the ship combat is fun, but it's just not that... I'd rather be a Han Solo type character than, like, you know, a Luke Skywalker, I guess is the point. A smuggler. I love having that gold spam on my screen that just won't go away. Alright. Why don't you hurry up and get to my boat, buddy? It's an older title too, I believe. That's why the graphics are kind of older looking. But again, it's the advantage of it is that you get to... I mean, I run it on my little my basic laptop. Just a HP G62 is my laptop that I use to test a lot of these games, and it runs great. It runs real good. Okay, so let's hit my port. Let's see how many days of stuff do I have. Check out provisions. Always buy a little Wawa, little food. Alright, let's set sail, shall we? How many days worth? 24 days worth, not a problem. I need to head east. Yes, I need to head east. As you can see, the sun will set real quick and rise. It's because it's representing the days passing. Alright, so I am heading east. If I get this on combat here, maybe I can show you some. See there, look at the moon, how fast it's going. Woo! I wish you could see the little people on board like you can in Pirates of the Burning Sea. I love that. You can zoom out pretty far. Here's a scoundrel. I wonder if I'll have a problem with him. Cool. I went in battle. Let's see. Problem is, I always forget how to fire. I think it's spacebar. Let's see if I can come down on him here. I think it's spacebar. There we go. I don't like how it has you switch your camera though. That's annoying. Like when you shoot the guy, you'll see here, whenever I shoot him, darn it. There we go. It'll see how it switches the camera. We'll switch. Yay! Hey, I killed him. Yay! Okay, we'll keep going. I can't believe I killed that guy in like 2 shots. Okay, well that's not a bad way to go. I'll have to try more combat later. Oh, I've got a battle level? Let's see. Adventurer, I'm a learning adventurer. My adventure level is 7, my trade level is 0, my battle level is 1, so you can have a trade level as well. There is housing in the game too. There's like basic housing. I don't know. Actually, I think it's pretty complicated stuff. Like you can oh, that's Dover. Darn it. Where am I going? Hold on. Drop anchor. You can have a farm and all sorts of good stuff in your house. I just haven't even messed with it. I'm heading completely. I need to go that away. That's Dover. I do not want to go to Dover. I imagine some of the larger battles are just really, really fun. I've barely even gotten into the game, though. I have actually played off and on for a long time. Oh, here's a big battle over here. Yeah, but I've never really quite got into it, and so I'm interested to do it to see what happens. Okay, that is... Okay, I see you need to go up here. That's north. Okay, good. I'm heading the right way. So you've got to be aware of your provisions. If your provisions start to run out and stuff like that, you will have your crew will bail on you. They'll start fighting. All sorts of bad stuff can happen. So you have to have, like right now, I've got 1 fatigue for my soldiers or my sailors. It goes all the way up to 100. So my sailors are real good. If your sailors get real fatigued, it's a server change here. That's why it was all black for a second. To solve fatigue, you can go into a bar and buy your sailors a round of drinks, and it'll help. See, look how fast he is. It's not fair. I want a great big ship like that. Uh-oh, my new recruits are suffering homesickness. So what I should be able to do, should have an ability here that, here's this bell. Let me see if I can use it. And if I can use this bell, it will help them, let's see if that'll wipe it out. Oh, sweet. See, my bell reminds them of home, so they're not homesick anymore. Isn't that sweet? Poor sailors. Oh, I haven't discovered Den Helder yet. So you got to be aware of that stuff. Like if they get homesick, they start to fight. And there's all sorts of items you can buy. The cash shop does not sell anything that's terribly, I mean, it's all just normal stuff. Okay, so now once I get here, I don't know what my quest is telling me to do. Try the marketplace in Amsterdam. Okay. Amsterdam. Alright. Let's go to the harbor. Alright, so now I need to find the marketplace. Bank, doorkeeper, fountain, archives, shipyard, which I'd like to eventually buy another ship. Here, I'm going to head to the tavern first and buy my dudes around a drink. And you have to know these languages in order to do these trades. So luckily I have learned. Let's see. I've learned the language. Okay, let's talk to the barkeeper. Treat sailors. Yay! So that takes away any fatigue or whatchamacallit. What's it called? Fatigue. So that, I guess liquor is the way to go. Here's the cash shop real quick. All it looks like it sells to me are just kind of like little buffs and stuff. Sell speed 30%. Stuff like that. Nothing really crazy. A guild card set. I have no idea what that means. Stuff like that. It's nothing really. It's not anything game impacting or breaking or anything. So let's head to the marketplace. Turn in this quest. Mission, whatever you want to call it. Governor's Mansion. Where was it? Market. Cool. It's not a bad looking game, actually. I mean, you get used to it. It's a lot of fun on the laptop when you're just chilling out. Ah, this is why all the people here, see, this is outside of the market. They can set up their goods. And I believe that people from other lands, for example, this guy here looked kind of foreignish. See that? His thing is called seafood pizza. You know what the heck that means. There is WASD movement, I keep forgetting. I just always... Let's see what his store says. View bizarre goods. Oh, I can't even buy goods from other people until level 11. Okay. So here's the market. Alright, he says it's true. There seem to be more skilled wool fabric craftsmen here. I don't normally associate with craftsmen much, so I don't really know much. If you like, try the town's workshop. I'm sure that the craftsmen there have moved from Flanders about a year ago. Oh, he's okay. So I need to try the town workshop, which should be doorkeeper, church, item shop. Oh boy. Fountain, church, craft shop. See, it's called a workshop, but it's called a craft shop on the map. So yeah, little stuff like that. How you doing, Iktwow, in the chat room? Hope you're doing good tonight. It doesn't seem like a very exciting game, but it is. It's a good sluggish kind of game occasionally, like Eve or something. You can get into combat if you want, but I really enjoy kind of the trading and exploration of it. I came to this town because I'm not restricted by the association and can make money from my skills here. Competition from other craftsmen is tough. I got tired of the others who came along and became a cell maker. Okay, so now what's the next part of my quest? Okay. So now what? Let me talk to him again. Ship paint. I can buy some paint for my ship. Sell paint. Carrion bells. I wanted one of those because they helped with, you know, when the sellers started missing home. A shanty score. I'm going to buy one of those just because. Studying sell. Making extra wood. This is all crafting stuff too. Mannequin. Oh yeah, you have housing, so you can put a mannequin in your house. That's pretty cool. Dispose of ornament back. Okay. So I'm guessing that since I talked to the dude, maybe I need to go back and... Again, this is weird. It's like it doesn't quite tell you. That's not a big deal. I'll just try to figure it out. I'll head back to London and see if that's what I'm supposed to do, is maybe just talk to my guy again. Maybe that was the update I needed. I don't know. A lot of back and forth in the game, you know. Set sail, brah. I should have plenty of yeah, 18 days worth. I'll be fine. So I need to sail north and around the corner. I need a bigger boat. Alright, let's go around the corner here. Well, I wish I was showing you something more exciting, but these are the beginning missions. I think it's kind of a slow game like this. It does take a while to pick up. So the first week, which I'm doing a week of, really does not show you as much as you should be seeing, you know. Alright, headed back to sweet London town. Let's see, skills, by the way. This is what I was showing you earlier. You have trade skills, battle. So I guess all three of these I can raise in. Adventure, as you can see, is just a different, you know, it's like a skill tree. A lot of skills learned. Trade, it gets all into making stuff and crafting and sociability, you know, stuff like that. I mean, weird skills I've never even learned. Battle, I guess, is of course combat, which I haven't even begun to. I think there's a ground combat. Here's languages. Oops, switching servers here or whatever. Where did London go? There she is. Where was I? Languages. See, I know right now. I know German, Dutch, English, and French. And then you get into West African languages, Greek, Turkish, Slavic. I mean, you get really into it, so. Maybe I slow down when it hits nighttime for some reason. I don't know much about selling. Yeah, the boats do look like they're moving fast, but you got to remember that this is representative. That's why the day and nights change so fast. It's representative of several days' travel. So, like right now, it says I've been sailing for 3 days, when it's been, what, 5 minutes or 3 minutes. So that's why it moves so fast, is it's kind of representative. It's not literal. People killing each other over there. What's interesting in combat, let's see if I can combat with this guy here. See if I can fight him. In combat, if I can get up next to him here, let's see if I can. If I could. See if I can get next to him. You'll see my melee go off, and it's not like a boarding party game where you melee and stuff. It's can't seem to get him in my targeting. Oh, come on. We're just going to chase each other the whole time. Let me slow down a bit. He's just within my... he can't hit me and I can't hit him. Because we're both the same. How is that not? I've got my... Oh, I'm out of I'm out of bullets. I left without getting cannonballs. So anyway, there you go. Here, let me slow down and see what happens when we melee combat. I'll show you. It's not a boarding party type of thing. It's just a kind of an instant, you know, you'll see. Well, maybe it won't show me. Maybe he's not going to melee me. Anyway, typically it just does like a melee. It just says you're in melee combat and it kind of resolves itself. Oh boy. Yeah, I better get back to town. This is PvE and PvP, just like Eve, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm sorry, Pirates of the Burning Sea. In fact, PvP is supposedly pretty big in this game. If you played Pirates of the Burning Sea, you know what I'm talking about. It's real, it's pretty intense stuff. The current battle is just a PvE. I was going to fight him, but I forgot my cannonballs because I'm an idiot. I'm almost to town anyway. Yes, chat room, Cannonball by the Breeders was a good 90s rock song. Almost to town, trying to lose enemy. So close. So you can run out of the boundary of the battle, and it'll mean you retreated basically. All right. Now I'm guessing that I just need to talk to my original dude named Dubra. Let's see if that actually does anything. I need to head to the Adventurer Guild and see if I would actually finish the mission. I don't know. The game is filled with a lot of confusing. Like here's this last part. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. But we'll see. Maybe I talk to him and that's all I need. If not, I'll try a different quest. Alright, here's the Explorer School Guild, whatever. See, he's not even letting me have anything. Okay, well, let's try to learn this skill, and if not, I'm going to go ahead and log out for the evening in frustration. So here's the Adventure GM, the guy I'm supposed to learn. Hold on. Okay, so I'm trying to learn the search, or the, let's see. Character skills, adventure, observe. So I have the search but not the observe, and it says not acquired. And let's see if I can find it, because earlier it was saying now it's not even listed. So much for that. Okay, well, that's a little bit of the game. I'll have to play it some more to really understand what's going on here. I'm really quite confused a lot of the time. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this quest. So far the game has been cool, but is not. I mean, what am I supposed to do at this point? That's my point. Is I've talked to the guy. It didn't update the quest at all, and now I have a question mark to figure out. And I've talked to the original quest giver, so I have no idea where to go. So I don't know if it's. But the problem is with quests is that I typically don't like to go to a guide or something just because you try to figure it out in the game. But the problem with the quest is it's very possible that a quest can be broken. So oftentimes you have to check just in case the thing is broken. And so spoiler sites and stuff like that work for that reason. But anyway, thanks for checking it out. If you're in the chat room right now, thanks for joining me. But if you're reading or watching this on Sunday in the article, leave a comment, especially if you're a player. Let me know what I did wrong and why I suck. But I will see you guys then, and I appreciate it.